Welcome to the video. In this video, I am going to share with you what all things you need to avoid in a meeting. But before that, if you are new to the channel, as you know, I share two things on my videos. First, how do you search job search secrets, and second, once you are doing a job, how do you grow in your career much faster. So if you are new to the channel, do subscribe and press the bell icon so that you get the next video first. Today, I'm going to talk about the most important subject, the most important function, the most important work which happens in any organization, and that is meetings. One good meeting can build your brand, can build your credibility, whereas one wrong meeting, one wrong statement in the meeting can destroy your credibility and brand. So in my previous video, I had shared with you what all you need to do in a meeting. In this video, I'm going to share with you what all you need to avoid in a meeting so that you build your brand, you build your credibility, and you grow in your corporate career much faster. The first thing which you need to avoid is referring. In my previous company, this used to happen. मेरी पिछली कंपनी में ऐसा होता था. Imagine a situation where 20 people are sitting in a meeting and you have some experience and people are talking about something and you make this statement that in my last organization, this used to happen. It creates two negative impressions. First, that if you are so possessive about what was happening in a previous company, why did you join this company? The second, you are demeaning everybody in that organization who are working in this company for a longer period of time. You are saying, in my previous company, this used to happen. In your company, this is not happening. And you are demeaning, you are insulting everybody in the meeting. So I have seen many people who keeps on referring कि my previous company में ऐसा होता था, मेरी previous company में वैसा होता था. Stop that statement. The second is dominating the conversation. Especially if you are a manager or if you are a boss, you should not dominate the conversation. Because of your designation, because of your role, you are already on the upper hand and people are reluctant to talk because the team members who are attending the meeting, they are feeling, if I say this, what will be the impression? If I say this, what will be the impression? And hence you will see large number of people who are participating in the meeting keep quiet because of this fear, because of this insecurity of being judged. So it is important for you that you encourage everyone. For example, if there are 20 people in the meeting, you will see 10 to 12 people are not talking at all. They are mere spectators. They are just observing what other people are saying. As a manager, it is your responsibility that those who are not talking, you should ask them. For example, you can say, it's a very good point. What do you think, Ramesh? What do you think, Sanjay? And encourage them to talk because everybody has idea in the meeting. So let the meeting not be dominated by the extrovert. As a manager, it is your responsibility to encourage people who are introvert, who are reluctant to talk by asking open-ended questions. The next mistake to avoid in meeting is being overly critical. Somebody is sharing idea and you are saying this doesn't work. It did not work in my past company. It didn't work in current company. We have tested this, but it is not working. If you criticize any of the team members, then you are demotivating that person and you are blocking all his ideas. And trust me, if you criticize one team member, he is off from the meeting. He will not participate, he will not contribute, and you are not getting the ideas which probably you would have got. So never ever criticize that person. Rather, you can say that I really appreciate your idea. Tell me something more. Have you considered this aspect where you have the apprehensions? Always ask open-ended questions so that you are forcing that person to think and leading him to realize that the point which he is making is not correct. The fourth mistake which you need to avoid is focusing on few and avoiding the rest of the crowd. It generally happens with managers. Managers has certain people to whom they depend on, their favorites. They may be good, or bad. I'm not saying that, but always manager feels that there are three people who are very close to them, who are brilliant, who have done extremely good job. So manager or as a leader of the meeting, you focus on those 3-4 people. If you focus on those 3 people, which means you are avoiding remaining 15-16 people, and you are deprived of certain great ideas, because these 3 people who are close to you, they will anyway share their ideas with you. The purpose of the meeting is to get the brilliant idea or the feedback or input from everyone. So do not focus on 3-4 your favorite people or people who are very good, but try to encourage people to talk and try to encourage people to participate. Get their input so that you are able to really meet and collect all the ideas. Once all the ideas are there, then you can take a judgmental call, because ultimately the call has to be taken by you, or call has to be taken by the functional head or the person who has called for the meeting. The objective of the meeting is to get the ideas of everyone, get the input of everyone. That could be one idea. The next mistake to avoid is not focusing on the body language. For example, if there are 20 people, you will see some people are very, very attentive, some people are very alert, participative, they are very encouraging, they are giving very positive vibes. Whereas you will definitely see there will be 3-4 people who are busy in their own world, who are laughing, who are giving small smile, or who are connecting with some people and doing some body language sarcastically. So apart from what people are saying, if you are convening the meeting, it is very important for you to look at the body language. And you don't have to criticize. For example, if somebody is checking their mobile phone or somebody is clearing their mail, you don't have to say, "Why are you doing this?" No. The one way to encourage them to bring back into the meeting is to ask questions. For example, you are talking about how do you expand your business in a particular area, and these 2 people are not participating. You can ask, "What do you think, Amit? What do you think, Sanjay?" That way you are saying, giving the indication to him and rest of the participant in the meeting that you need to be attentive and you can be asked question any time, and hence they would be attentive in the meeting and they would be participating in the meeting. The 6th meeting to avoid in any meeting is doing multitasking. You are a manager. If you have convened the meeting or you are a participant, always focus in the meeting. Always focus on the agenda of the meeting, subject of the meeting, and participation. I have seen most of the meeting where people come, people write their diaries, or people check their mails, people clear their WhatsApp messages. It is bad thing. And if you are convening the meeting, don't set that wrong practice emulated by everybody else. So multitasking is a bad idea. So it is always important to call short meetings, very focused meeting. It will be very good if you can share the presentation in advance to all the participants so that they go through the content of the meeting and they note down the points on which they need to contribute. Please remember, we all are human and we need time to think. We need time to accumulate our thoughts and share. It is not possible that you are showing something and you are asking for input and you get all inputs from everybody at that point of time. So it is very good idea to share the presentation in advance so that people can collate their thought, do certain research, write down the points which they want to contribute in the meeting. The 7th important mistake to avoid in any meeting is to avoid unrelated and personal stuff. For example, you will see in any meeting, if the meeting is talking about customer retention, people will start talking their experience of how they expanded, where they are good at, basically. Because as an individual, suppose for example, if you have called me in a meeting, I need to participate. I need to show my knowledge also. There are certain extroverts who try to show their knowledge. And in that process, they will be talking a lot of things which are not related to the agenda of the meeting. So as a convener of the meeting, you need to navigate, you need to bring that person from periphery to the agenda of the topic, and you need to cut him short in a very professional and a very diplomatic and soft manner. One more thing you need to avoid is being personal. For example, there are likings and dislikings practically in every team and every organization. So you would see that as a manager, you tend to say good things about the input which your favorite person has given, and you need to discourage the person who is not your favorite, even if he has made a very good point. Everybody is watching. If you show this kind of behavior in a meeting, then everybody gets demotivated, and you being branded as a biased manager and a biased person, and in the subsequent meeting people will not be giving their best because they feel that whatever they do, you will not be impressed. You would always take input from your favorite person. So it is important that you take view of everybody. Even you may have your personal likings or dislikings, but in the meeting you need to behave in such a manner that you are fair to everyone. You have given fair chance to speak to everyone. You have noted down everybody input, and you are considering anyone's input before deciding. And the last mistake which I would tell everyone to avoid in a meeting is to talk too much. How much you talk is not important, but the impact which you create with your thoughts, with your ideas, with your point is extremely important. So too much talking does not make you a great team member or great participant in a meeting, but how much impact you create with your input and with your insights and your questions, which leads to meeting of the agenda of that meeting, is extremely impactful. So these are 8 9 mistakes which you must avoid. Remember, each meeting you have your credibility at stake. You are being watched. You will be seen whether you are a performing person, you are a contributing person, you are an innovative person or not. So don't let your credibility go down. Improve your credibility, improve your performance with each of the meeting, and create that impact so that you are more successful in your professional career. I hope this video was useful. I share video on job search secrets and how do you grow more and faster in your career. So do watch all videos of my channel and do subscribe and give a thumbs up.